I've been looking at markets this week and wondering why aren't stocks falling yet we're getting very sharp rise in bond yields. So let's take a quick look. So you've got the Wall Street futures here, and keeping in mind that Monday just saw it come down to these lows. Yet since then, we've seen Donald Trump announce tariffs of 104% on China. China have vowed to fight to the end. They've not come back with retaliation yet, which I think might be a reason as to why stock markets are holding up above Monday's lows. But they're letting their currency weaken slightly. So this game isn't over, and I think that risk is on a bit of a knife edge at the moment. But when you look at what's going on in the bond market specifically, I got an alert about 20 minutes ago on Reuters saying that the 30-year yield had just risen to 5%. And you usually associate rising yield in good environments. But what's really happening here is if we look at the underlying bonds, this is a 30-year bond, here's the 10-year, here's the 2-year, there's obviously a massive sell-off. So in a situation where bonds are falling alongside stocks, that's generally a bad sign because it suggests that investors are moving to cash. But the problem is that we've just seen a 20 or so basis point drop in the Asian session on bond markets, which is not normal. Yet we've hardly seen any movement at all on US futures. So it's a bit like Wall Street hasn't got the memo yet. As I was saying, always listen to the bond market, and I think for now they're ignoring it. So if we're going to get any sort of bounce here at all, it needs to be because we've seen a complete reversal from Trump on his tariffs. I don't see that happening. So we are still now to these lows. For whatever reason, the stock market's not really listening to the bond market. But I think we've got a long way to go to get any sort of resolution here. Trump's not backing down. I think he's got a lot of pride to get through as well. So I think we could be in for a bit of a rocky ride we get through the week, to the point where we can probably ignore economic data. Anyway, just a passing thoughts. I hope that's useful. Wish you best of luck with your trading.